Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect the filings that most people conveniently skim over. And today we have a real treat, a company shaking up its board and making some interesting executive decisions. Before we dive in, if you love getting the unfiltered truth from corporate documents, hit that subscribe button. And for more direct interaction and to join our growing community, check out the Discord link in the description below. Alright, let's talk about VisionWave Holdings Incorporated. They've just released some important updates about their leadership and how they're compensating their key people. It is all about fresh faces and new agreements designed to keep the company moving forward. The biggest news is the appointment of two new independent directors to their board of directors, Mansour Khatib and Shmaya Oleksh, also known as Daniel Oleksh. They both stepped onto the board on the 2nd of January 2026, and they're there to help guide the company. They both meet the standards for being independent, which is crucial for good corporate governance, meaning they don't have conflicts of interest with the company. Now, let's look at who these folks are. Mansour Khatib brings a wealth of experience. Has been involved with GBT Technologies Incorporated for a while, holding roles like Secretary, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, and Chief Marketing Officer. He also has a background in tech and new energy ventures, having worked with companies focused on solar projects and utility-scale energy development. His education includes degrees in economics and electrical engineering and computer technology from German universities. Shmaya Oleksh is another seasoned professional. He is a global entrepreneur and strategic advisor with 3 decades of experience, particularly in agri-commodities, corporate strategy, and fintech. He is currently the founder and CEO of Tangent Platform, working on a digital trade finance system. Before that, he was a strategic advisor to Sadot Group Incorporated, helping with restructuring and capital raising. He also has extensive experience building and managing international trade and processing businesses for commodities like soybeans and coffee. It is important to note that currently neither Mr. Khatib nor Mr. Oleksh have been assigned to any specific board committees. There are also no hidden understandings or conflicts of interest with other people that led to their selection, and no financial ties that need to be disclosed under standard regulations. So, how will they be compensated for their valuable contributions? The company has entered independent director engagement agreements. Each director will receive an annual cash retainer of $36,000, paid out quarterly. There are additional fees for chairing board committees, with the Audit Committee Chair getting $10,000 annually and Compensation and Governance Committee Chairs getting $5,000 each if they are different from the Audit Committee Chair. On top of that, they'll get an annual equity grant of restricted stock valued at $60,000, which is part of the company's 2024 Omnibus Equity Incentive Plan. This stock will vest after 12 months, with accelerated vesting if to raise a change in control, or in case of death or disability. They'll also be reimbursed for any reasonable out of pocket expenses related to their board duties. Now, moving on to operational leadership, the company has also entered into an employment agreement with Eric Klinger, who will continue to serve as the Chief Financial Officer. This agreement is effective the 2nd of January 2026. This new employment agreement is for an initial 3-year period, and it automatically renews each year unless either party decides to end it with proper notice. Mr. Klinger's annual base salary will be $120,000 paid through the company's normal payroll. He'll also be included in the company's standard executive benefit plans like medical, dental and vision insurance, and will get 4 weeks of paid vacation each year. As part of this new employment deal, Mr. Klinger has been granted a stock option to buy 500,000 shares of the company's common stock. The price he'll pay for these shares is the closing price on the 31st of December 2025. This option is part of a proposed 2025 Omnibus Equity Incentive Plan. It is important to know this option will vest in 12 equal quarterly installments over 4 years, starting from when shareholders approve the plan. If shareholders don't approve the plan, the option becomes invalid. The employment agreement also outlines details about ending employment, including what happens in cases of death, disability, termination for cause or without cause, or if the employee leaves for or without good reason. There are also provisions for severance payments, including a one-time payment of $120,000 in certain termination situations, provided a general release is signed. And, like with the directors, there are clauses for accelerating equity awards if there is a change in control of the company. Here is a quick look at the documents filed as exhibits. We have the form of the Independent Director Engagement Agreement, the Employment Agreement for Eric Klinger, and the form of the Non-Statutory Stock Option Agreement. These are essentially the contracts that lay out all the nitty-gritty details of the arrangements we just discussed. So, what's the big picture here? VisionWave Holdings appears to be strengthening its governance with experienced independent directors and is solidifying its financial leadership with a renewed agreement for its CFO. The compensation packages for both directors and the CFO, particularly the equity components, clearly aim to align their interests with those of the shareholders, tying their success to the company's stock performance. The new directors bring diverse expertise that could be valuable as the company navigates its path forward. The significant equity grants, especially for the CFO, signal a strong belief in future growth and a desire to retain key talent. The conditional nature of the CFO's stock options, dependent on shareholder approval of the equity plan, highlights the importance of shareholder buy-in for these incentive structures. Overall, this filing paints a picture of a company that is actively managing its leadership and ensuring its executive team is incentivized for long-term success. The focus on independent oversight and strategic compensation suggests a commitment to good corporate practices. Alright? That is our breakdown of VisionWave Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these leadership appointments and compensation packages? Do you think they signal a positive direction for the company? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And don't forget to join our Discord community for more in-depth discussions and direct interaction. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.